And we are now live. We're going to be starting in about 5 minutes, but I wanted to go live to give everybody that notification in their timeline that we're about to get the party started. If you're watching this video outside of the She Broadcast group, go ahead and pop on over to the She Broadcast group and request to join, because that's where all the comments and that's where the party's going to be happening tonight. So tonight we're going to be talking about Facebook Live. What the heck is it? What can I do with it? How do I make money with it? And how do I get started? So we're going to cover everything that is in my Facebook Live cheat sheet. If you don't have the cheat sheet ready, we're going to need it for tonight's workshop, because we're going to go through this step-by-step process. The cheat sheet has my step-by-step process that I do before, during, and after every single broadcast. And we're going to cover it in detail tonight in the She Broadcast group. So if you're not a member, go and join. If you don't have the cheat sheet, go ahead and download that now. It's super simple, easy for you to do. All you have to do is text FB, as in Facebook, FB Live, all one word, to 773-770-4377. One more time. Text FB Live, as in Facebook Live, all one word, to 773-770-4377. And we'll make sure that that cheat sheet gets sent right over to you for download. So if you have any comments, if you have any questions, if you want to get this party started on Facebook Live and you have a burning question about what is this thing that everybody's talking about, then go ahead and post it in the comments in the She Broadcast group, and I will be sure to be scrolling through there and answering your questions and seeing what's going on. In fact, I'm going to turn over here for just a second and bring up the live broadcast on my laptop, so that way I can play along with you guys and see what's going on. And we'll see now that we are live in the group. Oh, I see Kim's here. Hey, Kim. Shout out to you from Las Vegas. How are you doing out there? You know, I'm sorry I missed you the last time. I think you were traveling on a business trip, and I talked to your husband when I was out there with a client for a couple weeks, but I miss you guys. I've known Kim for a while. She's a fabulous business coach, super smart lady, and tons of fun to hang out with. Love her and her husband. Spent some time with them at a conference once, and we've been friends ever since. So, Kim, you're probably using Facebook Live in your business or not. In fact, anyone that's on here now that's watching live, go ahead in the comments underneath the video, which is the way that you can talk with me. I know Facebook Live is kind of like a one-way conversation here, where you can hear me and see me on video, but I can't hear or see you. So the only way that I can communicate with you is in the comment section under the video. So go ahead and let me know. Give me a yes, no, or thinking about it if you're using Facebook Live in your business. So yes, if you are, if you've already done it. No, if you haven't done it yet, or thinking about it if you're on the fence and you're still thinking about it and that's why you're here. Just a random poll to see where everybody is at with Facebook Live. And you have to type in the comments below the video because I can't talk to you on video yet. Facebook is actually coming out with a Facebook Live where you can actually bring in people on camera. So far, we know that it's going to be one person on camera at a time. Just one person at a time, but that's good because at least the conversation can be moving along, and hopefully we'll be able to bump in different people throughout a broadcast and not just be static with one person online. I think that's why Blab has taken off so well, because, you know, Periscope is one way conversation. Hangouts did really well because you can have 10 people on camera. You know, there's a whole different things, but Facebook right now is just you and a whole bunch of comments underneath. So that's how we got to play the game today, because that's all that they're giving us to work with at this time. So the Great Blue, as we know as Facebook, it's kind of funny that everybody calls Facebook the Great Blue, because wasn't that IBM? Wasn't IBM known as the Great Blue or something like that, but now it's Facebook. I don't know. I think it was IBM. Anyway, I guess it's my age. But if you have any questions about Facebook Live, we're going to get started in just a minute. I came on live a little bit early just to see where you're at and to get this party started. So if you're just joining us in, 2 things that you need to know about Facebook Live tonight. I can't see or hear you. You're not on camera. So if you have comments, questions, things that you want to say, go ahead and put it in the comment section below the video. And if you have not already, go ahead and download the Profit Accelerator Facebook Live cheat sheet, which you can see over here, or over there, somewhere, anyway, on the screen. And what you want to do is grab that, because tonight, in tonight's workshop, we're going to go through the cheat sheet in detail and walk you through the 3 simple things that you can do to improve your views and to make more profits with Facebook Live. So we're actually going to go through my cheat sheet, which is a step-by-step guide of everything that I do before, during, and after a Facebook Live broadcast. So go ahead and download that, and here's how. I probably should tell you how. The directions are actually in right above the video, but I will tell you here. What you need to do is text FB, as in Facebook, FB Live, all one word, so FB Live, and text that to 773-770-4377. So again, one more time, text FB Live, all one word, to 773-770-4377. And that's going to send you over a copy of the cheat sheet, which we're going to work on tonight in the workshop. So let me see if we have any comments coming through. Woohoo! So we have Sharon Broglio. Oh, there she is. I haven't seen her in a while. She is one of the people who came through my video boot camp. Amazing woman doing great things in the world. Sharon says, no, I haven't done Facebook Live yet. And we have Kim who says, I haven't done a Facebook Live yet. I'm getting ready to in the next day or so. Woohoo! That's awesome. Definitely going to be helpful for you tonight. For you ladies, if you're thinking about Facebook Live or you haven't done Facebook Live yet, it's worth it. It's good stuff. And you know what? I've got some stuff to do because I have some people knocking on the door of the group who are saying, hey, let me in, let me in. I want to join this group. So let me head on over there and bring in all the people that are just saying that they want to come in. And so do you guys, Kim, Sharon, any questions on Facebook Live? Any ideas? We're just hanging out here. We're at 8:01. We're going to give a minute or 2 for people to pop in. But while you're here, I value your time. So I want to make sure that you guys get all of your questions answered with what we have going on here. So let me know if you have any burning questions or not so burning questions about Facebook Live. And we'll get them answered for you tonight. As you can see here, I'm kind of all looking at some different things and doing some different things. I can see here that we've got 11 people on video tonight, which is awesome and amazing. And what we have here is I'm doing something a little bit different tonight. That's why I came on a few seconds ago to post up some technology, is that Facebook Live technically is an app for your phone. And I'm not using my phone tonight. See, here she is. My favorite cell phone in the world. She's kind of hanging out down here on my desk because what I'm doing tonight is I'm actually broadcasting live from my desktop. So it's an advanced thing that I'm doing, but you'll see it's kind of cool because I have me on video and then I have my screen share, which is actually my Facebook Live workbook that we're going to go through tonight. So how cool is that? Yeah, you know, Facebook Live a couple months ago opened up their API, which in the programming world is basically their code. So they allowed other programmers to have a copy of their code. And what this means is a good thing for us, because what it means is that it's allowing other programmers to be creative and come up with new products and services that will work with Facebook Live. So that's really exciting for us because now that it's open, I'm starting to see a lot of beta testing, a lot of different products and services coming out, which is going to make the Facebook Live broadcast awesome and amazing. So we are just about 4 minutes after the start, and I totally value your time. I know we have about a dozen people online and more coming in every second. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get started. If you haven't downloaded the cheat sheet yet, you can see it here on the screen. If you want to grab a copy of the cheat sheet, go ahead. All you need to do is to text FB Live to 773-770-4377. And that is actually written up top above the video if you want to take a look at that. Grab the cheat sheet if you want a copy of it, and then follow along. And we're just going to go ahead and get started. So, as you know, I have done tons of broadcasting. It's been an amazing for me and for my business and for getting my message and my word out there. And, platforms have changed and grown through the years. I didn't jump on the Periscope bandwagon. I messed with Blab a little bit, but I didn't really jump on the Periscope bandwagon because I didn't like the interaction with it. And honestly, I'm not a big Twitter fan. It's just not really been my thing to play with Twitter. I do like Facebook, and I absolutely adore YouTube. And we're going to talk about YouTube a little bit later, and that we're going to discuss with YouTube how you can leverage your Facebook Live into YouTube and get a piece of that traffic as well. All about repurposing your content. But with that, I've played in the YouTube space for a couple years now, and I love it. I love broadcasting. I love Hangouts. I love webinars and all of those things. But Facebook Live caught my interest because Facebook is where the people are hanging out. Facebook is where my peeps are hanging out. My ideal clients are hanging out. So that's why I'm super excited about this. And I wanted to bring this training to you guys tonight and go ahead. So we have a couple questions here from Kim. She says, can you go Facebook Live from only a group or a group and a page? So you can do Facebook Live from your personal profile. You can do a Facebook Live from a page. And you can do a Facebook Live from a group. If you use certain third-party softwares, you can go live simultaneously from your pages, multiple pages, and multiple groups all at the same time. But again, that requires a piece of software. So currently, if you're just using plain old Facebook Live, and say you're using it from your phone, and the simplest form of Facebook Live, you can choose a group, your personal profile, or a fan page. Now, please keep in mind that Facebook, you're not supposed to promote business stuff on your personal profile. So that's up to you. But their terms are, don't be doing salesy training, anything like that, talking about your business stuff on your personal page. It may or may not get you in trouble. Can't really say what they're going to do with that because it's kind of a crossover now, between your personal and your Facebook. I mean, there's a really gray line there, but technically you're not supposed to. So we'll leave it at that. But here we go. We have the Facebook Live cheat sheet here, which is 3 simple strategies to double the effectiveness of your live video broadcasts. So, sounds cool. So let me scroll down and see. So basically this cheat sheet is to get you started. It's all the steps that you need to get started on your live broadcasting adventure. So here's the thing though. The key to getting started is to just get started. So I encourage you, when we talk about tonight, one of the things is, webinar junkies, info junkies, all of these things. People who go in and they watch webinar after webinar and they do all these things and they download all this free stuff, but they never get anywhere in their business. So please don't do that. Take what you're learning tonight, decide, make a decision. Is it right for me? Do I want to learn more? Do I want to do this? Do I want to expand my business using this tool or not? But, don't keep collecting tools in your toolbox because a whole bunch of stuff in your toolbox isn't going to get you any customers and clients. It's not going to grow your business and build any action. You can collect tools forever and still be where you are. And that's not why I'm doing this. Why I'm doing this is because I want to show you a tool that's worked very effectively for me to build my business and create this fabulous piece where I reach out to my customers. I'm talking to people all over the world. I'm sitting at home at my desk. I don't need to go to an office and travel and do all these things. And it works. It works if you work it though. So you really need to decide tonight. So today I'm going to give you the information that you need to make a decision on, is this right for you? So what is Facebook Live? Well, Facebook Live is what you see right here, right now with me. And we're here and you're seeing me live on video. And I'm doing something special tonight where you're actually seeing a screen share of me as well. So that's a little bit special. But the thing is that a general Facebook Live would be you on camera and your people are able to watch you and hear you live and interact with you by commenting in the text box below. That, in a nutshell, is Facebook Live. So there's a whole bunch of other platforms out there, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, different things. But Facebook Live is their answer. It's Facebook's answer to the live broadcasting arena. And I'm excited about that because Facebook, for me, is where my clients are hanging out. And probably for you too, if you're here, you realize that there's some type of impact. There's a change and a shift that's happening with online broadcasting right now. That's enormous. And it's really a win-win because the more that you broadcast right now when you're broadcasting live, Facebook is boosting your videos. So they're actually allowing more people to see your videos. They do what we call throttle your posts, meaning they decide what people see and what people don't see. So you may be posting your heart out and nothing could happen. In fact, Facebook just announced that it's going to be more friends and family on your personal feed and less business on your personal feed. So if you've been relying on that to get you by on Facebook, things are changing really fast. But the good news is that Facebook Live is creating a lot of traction and is favored by Facebook right now, so you're getting a lot of views, which totally makes sense because they want you to do video and they want you to create video and all of that. So is Facebook Live right for me? So Nicola, and forgive me if I butcher her name, Mendelson, the Facebook VP of Europe, says that Facebook will likely be all video in 5 years. Pretty close to it. Because video is the way that people are preferring to digest content right now. So what do? Is Facebook Live right for you? Well, that's really up for you to decide. You should really always stay within your genius zone and share information in the way that works for you. So live broadcasting works because it's easy, it's simple, it's a no-brainer. You just turn on your phone right here and you click the little live icon and you got your camera and you can talk and have a conversation with your audience. And soon it's going to be more than one person on video, which is going to be really exciting and a little bit less awkward than Facebook Live is now. But live broadcasting is here to stay. It's been around for a while and the technology keeps developing further and further and more things are integrating with it. We have Periscope on Twitter, we have Blab, we have Facebook Live, we have YouTube Live, we have Google Hangouts. There are all these pieces and all these platforms that are happening right now and a ton of other ones that are coming out that are really building the foundation for changing the way that we communicate, which is huge. It's a huge win-win. So one of the questions that people ask me all the time is, what can I do with a live broadcast? Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what I would even do on a live broadcast. Well, here's a ton of ideas for you. So you can connect with your clients. You can teach, you can educate, you can promote a product or a service. You can entertain. You can discuss current trending news. You can do how-to videos. You can use it for a book launch. You can conduct interviews. Coming soon is that 2-person camera, which is going to work really well. You can demonstrate, you can screen share like I'm doing now, where I'm sharing half of my screen so you can actually see my workbook. You can answer questions live, online to your audience. You can do a behind the scenes reveal, like, hey, how does Jessica's studio get set up? And this is how I do a certain process or procedure in my business. Hey, this is what it looks like when we do, and whatever it is that you do in your business. You can also do your experiences at a cool location. Say you just learned something totally amazing when you're at a conference, or you're in a mastermind group, or you're at a networking luncheon or something, and you just had this breakthrough, aha, kind of moment. Go ahead and share that with your audience. Be personable, be fun, and have a good time with it. That's really what the live broadcasting is all about. It's allowing us to take our daily moments, our knowledge, our ideas, our stories, and everything that we have and share it with a global audience. There is no borders anymore. We don't need to travel to go somewhere, to talk to someone, to connect with them, and do all of these things. And that's enormous. An enormous piece for sure. So which platform? So now you know all the cool things that you can do. So already, we're 15 minutes into our broadcast, and you know what Facebook Live is, where the people are hanging out. You know that it can be done very easily and simply. You know what kinds of things that you can broadcast about. So now, which platform is the right one for you? And, there's other ones out there. There's Facebook Live, there's Blab, there's Periscope, there's Hangouts, there's YouTube Live. But the thing is that which one is going to work for you? Well, the key to that is deciding on where your people hang out. So if you have hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitter and not so much on Facebook, Periscope might be the better answer for you. If you have tons of subscribers on YouTube and very little on Facebook, that might be the right place for you. So it's all about making logical sense and deciding that you're going to choose something and go with it. If you don't have a ton of followers anywhere and you need to start somewhere, then Facebook Live might be the right choice for you if your clients are hanging out on Facebook. And every business is different, and that's up to you to decide. But this little chart here that's in the workbook actually goes through and shows you the differences between the different platforms. Like with Facebook Live right now, it's one person on camera. Blab, you can have 4. Hangouts, you can have 10. What are all the differences between them, and to do different things with the software. So you can take a look at that and decide, but chances are most people are going to have most of their audience be on Facebook, because that's where everybody is pretty much in the world hanging out. And, Facebook Live was smart to come out with the video for that, because it's kind of like Disney. Disney is like, hey, come onto our property and we have everything that you need right here. You don't even need to leave our Disney World property. And that's kind of what Facebook is moving towards too. Once you come into Facebook, you don't need to go. We have your groups, your masterminds, your live videos, your ads, your shopping, your payments. All of these things will all be in one place, kind of like Amazon. Amazon is another structure. When you go into Amazon and you're there and they have everything that you need and you don't need to leave. That's kind of where it's going, and I don't see Facebook Live slowing down in any way, shape, or form. So up to you to decide. But I'm going to take a look and see if we have any comments coming in. And let's see, anybody have any questions or anything, post it below the group, and go ahead and post in the comments below the live video, so that way I can see what you guys have any questions on and see what we got going on, and we'll make it from there. So just let me know if you have any questions. I'm just checking right now. I see the last question was from Kim a few minutes ago. So we are good. So let me know if you have any comments. I am there in the group checking things out. And awesomeness. So let's move on through the worksheet. And if you have any questions that come up, go ahead and post it. If you just came in and you need to grab a copy of the worksheet, go ahead and text FB, as in Facebook Live, to 773-770-4377, and our system will send you over a copy of the worksheet so that you can go along with us and what we're doing. So next question is, yes, I've decided on Facebook Live and I'm ready to give it a go. And I know Kim Snyder said that she's going to get started in a couple days. And, Sharon was thinking about it, Miss Sharon Broglio. So what do you need to do to get started? So what equipment is best for Facebook Live? So basic Facebook Live is your cell phone. That's it. You just need this little thing right here to make it happen. And all you do is you can go to a fan page, your personal page, or a group. And just like you're going to create a post, you would just go in and you would click on the broadcast button, which is the little symbol that looks like this with a little head with the red dot with the circles around the head. That's the Facebook Live symbol. So you would just go onto your phone. You must use the Facebook app. You cannot go to Facebook from your browser. You must use the app on your phone, and then go where you want to go, to a group, to a personal page, or to your personal profile, and click on, like you're going to create a new post, and you will see a button there that says go live. And all you have to do is click on that button, follow the directions, and boom, you're ready to go. So now, here's the thing about equipment. That's all you need to make Facebook Live happen. There's advanced ways to do that. Like right now, I'm broadcasting from my desktop because I'm using a third-party software to make that happen, so I can share my screen and show you the cheat sheet as we talk about it. So that's an advanced feature. But what do you need to get started right now? Don't worry about the advanced crap. Honestly, if technology is what's holding you back from doing Facebook Live, and that's the excuse that you're using, that I can't do video because I don't have the screen share and I don't know how to do it, and that's technology, stop. That's not the real reason why you're not doing it. So what you need to do is really just say, I'm going to do this. As soon as this broadcast ends, I'm going to just go play with Facebook Live, and I'm going to go and open up my Facebook app on my phone, and I'm going to press the button, and I'm going to make it happen. That's really all it is to it, because you can do it. So don't let the technology, don't let all the fancy schmancy stuff hold you back. Just go ahead and do it and see what works and get some data from that, and then move forward with the data. That's really all there is to it. So what you can do, though, is you can grab a tripod. Now, these are a couple tripods that I like to use. One here is the Flexi tripod, which is a little tiny thing. It's like $5 on Amazon, and then you will need an adapter to hold your cell phone, which is another like $3 or $4 on Amazon. So that one will get you started. One that I love is the selfie stick with the remote. And it's really super simple and easy to do. It's $22 for the selfie stick, which you can use as a selfie stick if you want to hold the stick, or it has this little tripod in the bottom, which will actually let you pop out the little tripod so that you can stand it on your desk, put your cell phone in the holder, and hit your live button, and you're ready to go. It even comes with this little Bluetooth remote that you can hold in your hand to start and stop your video recording. So not only can you use this for Facebook Live, but you can use this to create other videos as well, which you can use for your business. It's a genius little device. It's $22 on Amazon. If you guys want to pick this up, you can go to jessicabrace.com/flexi, which will get you the Flexi little kit, or jessicabrace.com/selfie, and that will bring you right to the Amazon link for the selfie stick one. I like them both. I have them both. I use them for different uses and different locations, but the selfie stick is kind of a little bit more my favorite with that. So, but if you don't have that, don't use that as an excuse for not getting your videos done, because you don't need it. That's just an extra. It's kind of like ice cream on apple pie. The apple pie is still good, but the ice cream makes it a little better, but it's still good apple pie. So go ahead and create your Facebook Live broadcast, and don't worry about all the extra stuff right now. Try it out, see if you like it, see how it works for you. Do it a couple times, because the first time you do something, it's going to be a little uncomfortable. It's like riding a bike. I could talk to you all day, describe to you how to ride a bike. I could show you videos on YouTube on how to ride a bike. I could even let you touch, feel, and sit on my bike. But until you actually ride that bicycle yourself, you're not going to know how to ride a bicycle. And it's the same with anything that you do in your business. You can attend all these things and all these programs and all these courses and all this stuff, but until you do it yourself, you're not going to learn how to do it. So I encourage you to go ahead and create that Facebook Live video. So we see any comments in there. I don't see any more comments. I'm going to keep checking every now and then to see when anybody has any questions. If you do have questions, go ahead and pop it into the chat. So just let me know that you guys are alive, because I don't see any questions coming in, and I want to make sure that you guys can still see and hear me in the broadcast. So if you can hear me and you see me, just type yes in the comments box and let me know that you're there. That way I know that you guys are in the group and that we are still here and connected, because I can't hear you or see you. I feel kind of lonely out here talking to myself. So go ahead and type yes in the comments box and let me know that you guys are still there. even if you don't have any questions. So here we get to the meat and potatoes of the cheat sheet. So this is the before the broadcast. So this is actually what goes on in my brain before I do a live broadcast. And so I took this and I put this here as a process, which you can just do a little checklist before you get ready to go live and go through each thing. So the first step is decide what your broadcast will be about and write a compelling headline to encourage people to watch. So when you hit that live button, a little screen is going to come up and it's going to say, what is your video about? And it's going to give you the opportunity to write a compelling headline about what you're going to be talking about in your live video. So what is a compelling headline? Well, the compelling headline is something that will grab someone's attention and make them want to watch your video. So if I just say, hey, I'm going live on Facebook in 5 minutes, come see me. Really? Not very compelling, because what's in it for me? Yeah, you're going live on Facebook. That's cool, but why would I want to watch? What do I care? I'm busy. I'm scrolling through my timeline looking at cute cat pictures, and what my friend had for her ice cream sundae yesterday. No, seriously though, compelling means you want to actually grab their attention. 3 ways that you can get more money, that you can make more money with Facebook Live in 5 minutes or less. Those kind of things. What's going on? Hey, I'm going live and I'm going to show you my Facebook Live cheat sheet, the exact step-by-step process that I use to make more profits with Facebook Live. Those kind of headlines are the things that you want to use to actually attract people, because people are scrolling through the timeline, and when you go live, it's going to create a post. And people are scrolling through the timeline and it's going to see your video and it's going to have a little red box on it that says live. So they can kind of scroll through, but the first thing they're going to see is the video, and then they're going to see your headlines. So we have to make it something that's going to make them want to click to see what you're talking about. Also, when you go live, people that you're connected to, that you communicate the most with, are going to get a notification in their notifications that you are going live. So you want to make sure that your headline is there to kind of entice people. And then the other thing you want to do is start notifying your fans you're going live ahead of time. So you want to make sure that you're doing a broadcast a day or 2 before. Start notifying people, hey, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going live, and insert compelling headline here. That's kind of how it works. You just want to let them know. Now some tech stuff. Charge your phone battery before you do it if you're going to use that, or plug your phone in. That's really important because you don't want to run out of juice in the middle of it. Can you imagine you're on, you got a whole bunch of people watching your video and they're like, that's amazing, I love your content, and then boop, your phone dies. Not cool. So either plug your phone in and put it on the charger, or charge your phone and make sure that it's charged. You can also get one of those external battery packs and juice your phone that way if you need to. Say you're out on the road or you're outside or at an event or something and you don't necessarily have a plug. Clean your camera lens with a wipe. Yep, right there. Make sure you don't want any thumbprints or lint or anything getting on it. Just 1 second can make all the difference between a very annoying video with lint on your face and a video that actually looks really good. So close all your open apps except for Facebook. You want the resources on your phone to be at their best. So you don't want all of these other apps sucking out your bandwidth for the internet when you're doing a live broadcast. Otherwise, what can happen is you'll start seeing this little notice that says your broadcast was paused because of low bandwidth. Your broadcast was paused, and that will keep happening, and that can be annoying. So make sure you close all unnecessary apps because they suck up your bandwidth. And the other thing is that check your internet connection and connect to Wi-Fi if possible. If you're in a Wi-Fi area, go ahead and connect. Now here's the thing. You can also, if you are connected to Wi-Fi, you can put your phone on airplane mode and connect to Wi-Fi and do a Facebook Live broadcast. But if you're remote and there is no Wi-Fi, you can't put your phone into airplane mode and broadcast because it'll block the signal. But if you are on Wi-Fi, put your phone into airplane mode, because that will stop the text coming in, the calls from your mom, and all of those things happening while you're broadcasting live, because you don't want it to distract you. So the next thing is you want to set your camera up on a tripod or the selfie stick or whatever you're doing there to do that. Open the camera and check your lighting and your background. Make sure there's nothing funky in the background that's distracting. Make sure that your lighting is good enough so that people can see your face and look at you, and that you have enough light, or maybe even too much light. And sometimes the sunlight can be a little too bright and actually wash out your video. So just check that before you go live. And then go to the Facebook app and navigate to the group or page that you want to broadcast from. Create a new post, and then write in your compelling headline, and then click on the live video icon, and you are then ready to go. So there's a note on the little postie there that says there's no set length for a Facebook Live video. However, the longer you talk, the longer that people have to find you, because remember, they're getting a notification, they're scrolling through the timeline, they may be running a little bit late. So the longer that you're live, the chances are the more people that you will actually have watch your video live, which is a good thing. There is no set length that works. It all works and depends on what's your audience, and that also depends on your content too. Like if you run out of content, and for the sake of just keeping your Facebook Live longer, you start rambling or repeating or not providing value to your viewers, that's not a really great idea. That's not a great strategy. So can a 10-minute Facebook Live video work? Yes. Can a 90-minute Facebook Live video work? Yes. It all depends on the content you deliver and your audience. So that's up to you to decide. Facebook at the time does have a delimiter in that you can do a Facebook Live for up to 90 minutes. At 90 minutes, then it gets cut off. So that's up to you to decide how much of that 90 minutes you want to use for your Facebook. Awesome. So any questions in the group? Yes, I see some people in here. Okay, we got some questions coming in, so let me just see. Barbara says, yep, she can still see and hear me. And Garavan says, Jessica, does your broadcast on iPhone pick up the audio okay? Yes, the iPhone actually has an excellent microphone. So you may not, for Facebook Live, need an external microphone per se, because the phones now, the newer phones, are amazing with technology. I have an external microphone, and I found that my iPhone 6 Plus microphone that's built into my phone works better than the external microphone that I bought. So I stopped using it when I was filming and recording. Now, if you're farther away from your phone and you're doing that kind of filming, you may need an external microphone, but typically Facebook Live is pretty close to the phone, and the phone microphone does good quality. So let's see what next. Brenda says, can you have the phone horizontal or vertical to film? Well, I usually put the phone horizontal when I film because it gives me a better shot of the chat that is going on, the comments that are going down the side. Facebook right now has your video square, so it doesn't really matter whether you go horizontal or vertical in the way that they send your video file out. I'm assuming in the future that's going to change, but I always, just out of habit, film with my phone horizontal anyway, because after doing so many YouTube videos for years, when you have your phone vertical, it makes black bars. So by default, my habit is to always film horizontal because I was eliminating the black bars on my YouTube videos. So right now it kind of really doesn't make a difference, but a personal preference for me is horizontal because I find that the chat is easier to follow when I'm doing Facebook Live. So let's see. Brenda has another question is, do you know how to check how long someone has watched your video somewhere in Ads Manager? I haven't really seen individual people watching the videos yet. There is some data on how many people watched your video. Did they watch it longer than a certain amount of time? But it isn't really the data there yet on who specifically watched your video. So you can see the number of views that people had, the number of replay views, things like that. That data is in there as well. So it's, could come soon. There's third-party apps being built, which are doing different things to make that happen. So totally up to you on how that works. And then we have during the broadcast. So during your broadcast, start off by telling the viewers what's in it for them. So what am I going to get if I sit here and watch your Facebook Live broadcast? And then introduce yourself and a little bit of credibility, but keep it short. They're not here to learn about you. It's about what they're here to learn. They're here to learn something new and something that's going to help them with their business. And then during your broadcast, you want to provide massive value. So know ahead of time who your ideal client is and how you can best solve their biggest challenge. It's really, I can't even stress enough how critical it is for you to know exactly who you want to attract, who that person is, and have a really strong avatar for your business. I've worked with people for years on their video, on their YouTube, on their strategies for that. And when it comes to the meat and potatoes of it and really getting your ideal client to become your client, you really need to know who they are, how to attract them, where they're hanging out, what their biggest problems and challenges are, and how you can best serve them. That's an absolute critical step that I see so many entrepreneurs skip over in the hopes that I'm just going to market and all these things are going to happen and then I'll come back to that later and refine it. It's not how it works. You really need to focus on that first. So provide massive value to a specific person. Don't try and be the end all everyone for anyone who wants to be my client kind of thing, because that's just going to lead to long-term stress for you. It's going to make things harder in the long term if you try and be everything to everyone. So next thing is tell them where to connect with you for live notifications. Should they go to your fan page? Should they go to your group? What should they do for the live notifications? And then be interactive. Acknowledge viewers and use their name whenever possible. You'll notice that I keep saying Brenda or Garvin or all that, because you guys are all here, you guys are all in my group, and we're all making it happen. So, and the other thing is answer questions from the comments and be sure to repeat the question and then answer it, simply because the way that Facebook works. I'm on video and you guys can see me and hear me, but I can't see and hear you, and you're typing questions in the box. So if I'm going to answer a question and I want everyone who's watching to know what I'm talking about, it's best practice to read the question first out loud and then answer the question. Repeat it. So if you're reading that. Longer broadcasts, we talked about this, attract more people. Just remember to keep your content valuable. If you run out of content, you don't have any more questions, it's better to end the broadcast than to ramble on. Just end it. It's good. The content's there. You provided exactly what needed to be provided, and things are good to go. So the next thing is have your call to action prepared and mention it 2 to 3 times during the broadcast. So, and then tell them how exactly to get the call to action and use only one. So call to action, what is that? So when you're doing your Facebook Live broadcast, or when you're doing anything with a Facebook post, a YouTube video, or whatever you got going on, you always want to think about what's next. So what's next for your ideal client? So here they are, they're watching your broadcast, and they're interested in Facebook Live, and then they're like, this is really great information. What's next? What should I do next? Well, you want to create a call to action, also known as a CTA, call to action, that lets them move to the next step, because you just created all this momentum for them, got them excited about something that they can do, educated them on something, and it's kind of your responsibility to say, hey, if you're ready and this sounds really good to you, here's what you can do next. So if you like Facebook Live and you really want to get started with Facebook Live, then my call to action for this video is what's next for you is to go ahead and schedule a Profit Accelerator strategy session with me. So we're going to spend some time together, about 30 to 40 minutes, and we're going to go through where you're at in your business and how live broadcasting can fit into your business and help you achieve more sales in your business. So if you're interested in a strategy session with me, I do have a limited number of them available because you guys are here and I know you're action takers and you're watching this live video, I'm going to make this offer available to you to spend some time with me as my gift to you. So if you want to jump in and schedule your Profit Accelerator strategy session with me, all you need to do is go to my website, which is jessicabrace.com, and that's Jessica, B as in boy, brace.com, and then /strategy. Really simple. That'll bring you right to my calendar. All you need to do is go to jessicabrace.com /strategy, pick a date and a time that works best for you, and go ahead and fill out the information, and then you and I will have a call together where we'll go over exactly where you're at, what are the best strategies for you for live broadcasting so that you can get more clients into your business. Really simple as that. So you'll notice that when I did the call to action, I was really clear. I had a specific goal in mind. I told you what is in it for you if you do the steps that I'm telling you. I gave you the steps very clearly of what to do. Go to my website, jessicabrace.com /strategy, and click on the link, pick the time and date that's best for you. So it's very specific when you're doing your call to action on a live broadcast that you follow through that process so that people can know what to do next. So, and that's for real. If you really would like to book a strategy session with me to learn how to accelerate your profits with live broadcasting, then go ahead and follow the steps. Visit my website, jessicabrace.com /strategy, and pick a date and a time that works best for you. And we'll go ahead and get together and have a chat about what we can do to help you. So there you go. Have your call to action. So step number 3 is, what about after the broadcast? What are we going to do there? And I'm just going to pop on over and see if we have any questions, because I see that there. And Brenda is asking, where do you see the number of views? So you can see the number of views in your, you actually have a section if you go to the page that you broadcasted from, and then you go to your settings, there's actually a section in there called video, and then that will list out all of your live broadcast videos, and it has the information there on how many people watched your video and some data and some statistics on that. But it's actually within, say you're broadcasting from your group, then you need to go into the settings and look at the video, or your fan page and look at the video there, and you'll be able to find that information. So then we have, Brenda says, thank you. See how awesome Facebook Live is? I can talk about something and then someone can type in thank you, and I just pops up on my screen right then and there, almost like we're hanging out. So, and Brenda, next time you come to Florida, let me know. I would love to have come and met you when you were up there. You weren't that far from me at all. So Barbara is asking, can you save the live video broadcast for future use? Yes, Barbara, you can actually save them. If you're on your phone, when you end your broadcast, there's going to be a screen that comes up. And if you scroll up on that screen, there's a little button that's a slider, and it says save this video to your phone. So you want to slide that to green, and then what that will do is save the video to your phone, to your camera roll, and then that way you can go back and get the video later, which is something we're going to talk about right now, about what to do after the broadcast. So what you want to do is check that the video properly posted to Facebook, and then you want to make sure to reply to all the questions and comments from the live broadcast. If the video was public, share the video where appropriate. And what I mean by public is, like, if I broadcast in the group She Broadcast, the video cannot be shared because only the people who are members of She Broadcast will be able to see the video. So you want to make sure that if it's a public video, you can share it. If it's in a private group, you won't be able to share it to other than to people who are in the group. Save a copy of the video to your archive and make sure that you save it. You want to save your videos for later. You can repurpose them in different ways. You can make a collection of your Facebook Live videos. You can have your Facebook Live videos transcribed and into a written book and become an Amazon bestseller. You can put a bunch of your videos together and actually sell them as a product or give it away as a bonus when you do sell a product. I mean, there's 101 ways that you can repurpose these videos into different formats. So make sure you do save and archive them. And then what you want to do, and this is where the YouTube part comes in, and it's really important because I'm a huge YouTube fan, and that's what I've been teaching for the past couple of years, and I love video on YouTube, and you can be very, very successful with YouTube. And now you can add Facebook Live to it, which is just another layer and icing on this sweet little cake that we have called live broadcasting. So the thing is that once you have your video saved, you want to go ahead and create a search engine optimized keyword rich title, description, and tag. So what the heck is that? So what you want to do is you want to think about how YouTube works. So YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world, and it's owned by Google, which is the number 1 search engine in the world. So the key thing here is that you want to take your video and you want to broadcast it live on Facebook, save a copy of it, and then what you want to do is you want to bop on over to YouTube and create a new video, upload your Facebook Live video to YouTube, and then you want to have an optimized keyword-rich title, description, and tags. What that means is that you want to have keyword-rich, meaning you want to have lots of keywords in there. So you want to think about what it is that you want this video to be found for. What is this video about? Who is your ideal client? What are their needs? What are they looking for in the search engine? And how does this video serve them? So once you come up with your keywords for that, what you want to do is make sure that your keywords are in the title of the video, in the description of the video, and in the tags of the video. That is how you get your video ranked in YouTube and you get your video ranked in Google, is by having the right keywords. So once you have that in place, you want to upload to YouTube, which will then list your video in Google as well. If you optimize properly, your video will show up both in YouTube, the number 2 search engine in the world, and in Google, the number 1 search engine in the world. Then you can also upload your video to your other social sites. So you can share and syndicate. You can also put it on your blog as well. Why not create a video blog post? I mean, there's a ton of ways that you can do this. And then once you're done with that, you want to prepare to start your next broadcast. Yeah, think about the next one. What's the next step? Repetition is the key to mastery. And that's really what you need to do. It's just like that bicycle. You're not going to learn how to ride a bicycle until you actually do it. You can talk about it all day long and watch videos and read books and even sit on a bicycle. But until you ride that bicycle, you're not going to learn how to do it. And it's the same with live broadcasting. And if you are ready for the next step and you want to learn more about how live broadcasting can integrate into your business to bring you more clients, more leads, and more profits, then I really encourage you to go ahead and book a strategy session with me. It's super easy. Just go to jessicabrace.com/strategy. It'll bring you right to my calendar, and all you have to do is pick a date and a time that works best for you, and then you and I will get together and we're going to talk about where you are in your business, what types of broadcasting would be a best fit for you, and how you can start implementing some of that in your business. So if you're interested, it's jessicabrace.com/strategy, and that'll bring you right to my calendar. I'm going to go over here and see if we have any other questions in the group. And let's see, Garvin says thank you. And Brenda says, I can't believe I missed you. I have a best friend there, so she'll be back. Brenda was actually a member of our group, and she was one of our guest speakers one time. She teaches amazing storytelling techniques, and she was in Orlando, which I happen to live in Florida. So we missed each other, but next time I would definitely love to see her. And then Garvin says, I'll skip the wireless mic and research the time to find one. And then Garvin is asking, please repeat how to save it. So Garvin, if you're filming from your phone and you do a live broadcast, when you get to the end of the live broadcast, there's actually a screen there before you close your Facebook app. And if you scroll down, there's a little slider and it's going to say save this broadcast to your phone. So if you save it to your phone, then it will be there that you can download it off your phone, or you can upload it to YouTube or do different things directly from your phone. But you have to switch that little slider that saved this video to your phone. You have to switch that to green, so that way it will save to your phone. If anybody else has any other questions about Facebook Live or broadcasting or the cheat sheet or anything that you need, go ahead and type it into the comments now. I will hang out for just a few more minutes here in the group. I know that I said we would be here from 8 to 9, so I want to respect everyone's time and keep that on target. But if you have any more questions, we have about 10 minutes left in this broadcast, so I'll hang out here and see what you guys have to say, and then we'll go from there. Yep, Garvin's got it now. He's going to go try it out and see how it goes. So if you have any questions at all, I'm just going to scroll through the chat and make sure I didn't miss anything. And I see we have a whole bunch of people on the live broadcast, which is awesome. So after this broadcast, those of you guys who are hanging out, who is ready to try their first Facebook Live? Type yes in the comments and let me know that you're ready. Yes, I'm ready. I want to see how many of you have really, I really tried tonight, and I know that I did demystify a lot of what goes on with Facebook Live, why you should do it, what's happening with it, how easy it is to get it done. And now you guys have this checklist from my cheat sheet, which is just really step by step of what to do each step of the way to maximize your profits with Facebook Live. So let me know in the comments if you plan on doing a Facebook Live. I know Sharon Broglio was on the fence about it, and Kim Snyder was getting ready to do hers in a couple days for her first broadcast. But just comment in there and let me know that you guys are going to be ready to get started with this, because it's an awesome tool and it's a really great way to build your business. Awesome. And Barbara says it's very informative, and Dr. Donna says many thanks, it was very helpful. That's great, guys. That's my whole intent, is for you guys just to get comfortable on camera. It's what I do and what I've been about. So if you have any questions after that pop into your head when you're trying to do a Facebook Live, you can always come back to the She Broadcast group and post your questions there. I check it a couple times a day, and we'll be doing some more broadcasts with some different things around Facebook Live. I'll probably be doing a broadcast on how to broadcast from your desktop using the OBS software, the online broadcasting system software, which is free to use, but a little bit of a tech to set up. But once you get it set up, as you can see, it works pretty darn good. So anything that you have for questions, I'm going to close out in just a minute or two. I would love to chat with you and see where you are in your business and help you further with the next step in your broadcasting journey. So go ahead and book a strategy session with me. Super easy to do. Just head on over to my website, jessicabrace.com/strategy, and pick a time and a date that works best for you. So if there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Last call, guys. Last call. Awesome. Barbara says she's much more interested in trying it live. Shakita says thanks for the info. Barbara, go ahead and do it. Don't just try it. Do it. You can do it. It's super easy. In fact, in the She Broadcast group, if you want a safe space for you to broadcast, I encourage you to come into the She Broadcast group. Go ahead and broadcast live in the group. Let us know who you are and what you do. And just test it out there. Everyone that's in the She Broadcast group is someone who is learning about or is broadcasting, and we are all here in a community to support you and make that happen. So feel free to go ahead and pop on in here in the group and try your Facebook Live broadcasting with that. So thanks, everybody. With that, I'm going to close out. I don't see any more comments or questions coming in, and have an amazing night. I'll see you guys online.